Okay, let's bring the toes of our feet together, our knees to the outside of the mat, and sit back onto your feet, reaching your hands towards the front of your mat and allowing your chest to kind of sink down towards the mat in child's pose. And once in child's pose, come to your breath. And just pay attention to how your body feels as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Try to consciously slow your breathing down here. Maybe take a 4-second inhale and a 4-second exhale. And if you'd like to come up on the tips of your fingers to further stretch through your shoulders, go ahead and come up, tenting onto those fingers, while continuing to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And if you have Ujjayi breath, begin to cultivate that, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose with that audible exhale sound like you're trying to fog up a mirror. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. On your next inhale, come up to table, aligning your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And turn your fingers back towards your knees, allowing that little wrist stretch, maybe even leaning back a little towards your feet. And you can shift through your shoulders, back through your hips, anything that feels good here. Moving your body a little bit while stretching through your wrists. You can even push up through your shoulders and your back, pulling your belly in. Again, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, we're going to flip our hands over, palms up. But again, as I always say, be careful with your wrists. For those of you who have been following, I do a wrist stretch before I start any movement in any video. So if you've been doing these, maybe you can add a little more weight into those wrists. Maybe not. Either way, still be careful. Continuing to breathe. Okay, when you're ready, come back to table. And the tops of your feet are down. And we're going to pull and engage our core. So pull your belly up and in, and then just lift your knees about an inch, inch and a half off the mat and float them. So like a floating table. Gaze out at the mat in front of you. And continue to breathe, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Engaging that core, firing up those shoulders and your back, pushing down into the palms of your hands while pulling up with your abdominals. Pushing up through those back muscles as well. One more inhale here, big inhale, and then on your exhale, roll over those toes and push yourself back into down dog. Fingers are spread wide, hands are about a 45-degree angle, shoulders going down your back, tailbone to the ceiling, pushing your heels to the floor. gazing back between your legs. And breathing. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. And then exhale, fold it on in. Put a little bend in your knees. Kind of lay your torso right on your knees. Maybe reach back for your ankles. And then inhale halfway up. Straighten your legs. Gaze out at the mat in front of you. And then exhale, keeping your hands on your ankles. Pull yourself into your fold. Again, not too forcefully. Maybe you still want to keep your bend. Inhale, come on up. Raise your hands to the ceiling and gaze up. And exhale, hands to your side. Set your intention for your yoga practice, Tadasana. Inhale, raise your arms to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, drop your right arm and reach right with your left arm. Inhale, up center, gaze up. Exhale, drop your left hand, reach left with your right hand. Inhale, up center. Exhale, fold over very straight legs. Inhale, halfway up. Flatten out your back, gaze out in front of you. Then exhale, walk your hands out to a high plank. Flatten out, you're high on your toes. And then inhale, come forward a couple inches in front of your hands. And then slow lower, elbows to the back of the room, shaving your sides. Come all the way down to the mat, tops of your feet down to the mat. Plant your hands and push your arms. Maybe you don't straighten them, but you're gazing up. So a supported up dog here. Legs are still on the floor. Exhale, bring your forehead back to the mat, tuck your toes in, engage your entire body, pull your belly in, push down through your hands, back up to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll on up. Arms to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, up center, gaze up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Gaze out. Exhale, walk your hands out to high plank. Come forward and chaturanga. This time float it. Come to the tops of your toes and then straighten your elbows. Gaze up. Up dog. Exhale, roll over those toes. Push it back. Down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it on up. Arms to the ceiling. Gaze up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, up center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out. High plank. Take your chaturanga. Tops of your feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll over those feet. Push it back, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Bend your knee. Look underneath your armpit and open up your side body. Maybe circles with your ankles. Maybe straighten your leg. Come up high on that left toe. Anything that feels good here. Just an additional stretch. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Pull it up and in. Up meaning into your belly. Plant your right foot. Drop your left knee. Straighten your right leg sitting back. Half splits. You can reach for your toe or you can support your hands on the sides of your body. Yogi's choice. Inhale, shift your weight forward into that right leg, still staying grounded. Inhale your hands to the ceiling and gaze up, leaning into that right leg, supported crescent warrior. Exhale, surround your feet with your hands, step your right foot back, high plank. Hold high plank. Gazing out in front of you. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come on up to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Come to the tops of your feet. Push up through up dog. Gaze up. Exhale, roll over those toes, down dog. Inhale, left foot to the ceiling. Bend your knee. Maybe circle your ankles. Gaze under that left armpit. Open your body to the side wall. Maybe come up high on that right toe. Anything that feels good here. On your exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Pull that foot up as high as you can and pull that thigh into your belly. Inhale. Exhale, plant your left foot behind your left hand. Drop your right knee. Sit back, straighten your left leg. Flex your left foot, half splits. Gaze out at the mat in front of you. On your next inhale, come forward into that left leg, keeping grounded. Inhale your arms to the ceiling. Lean into that left leg, supported crescent warrior. Gazing up at the ceiling. A little bit of a back bend here. Core is engaged. Exhale, plant your hands around your feet. Step your left foot back. High plank. Hold high plank. Inhale and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Come to the tops of those feet. Push down through your hands. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll over those feet. Push back, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll on up, gaze up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, up center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, go post your arms. Push your hips forward and reach towards the back of the room. Inhale, back up center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out to high plank. Take your chaturanga. Tops of your feet. Inhale, push up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hold. Exhale, plant your foot. Drop your left knee. Sit back, half splits. Flex your right foot. Inhale, come forward. Tuck that left toe under. Raise your arms up. Come into standing crescent warrior. Big bend in that right knee. Exhale, plant your hands around your feet. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Hold it. Exhale, plant your left foot. Drop your right knee. Sit back, half splits. Gaze out at the mat in front of you. Inhale, come forward into that left leg. Tuck that right toe under. Inhale, come up, crescent warrior. Sink it down. Gazing up at the ceiling. Exhale, plant your hands around your foot. Step it back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big inhale in your down dog. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, jump your feet to the outsides of your hands and come into a Buddha squat. Nice, tall, straight spine. Engage your core. Push your triceps into the insides of your knees. Holding Buddha squat. Take a couple breaths to come back to your breathing. And then inhale, push down into the bottom of your feet. Come up to standing. Toe heel your toes in till they're hip width apart. Bend your knees and sit back into your chair. Raise your arms towards the ceiling. Pull your belly in. Weight is in your heels. Gaze out at the mat in front of you. Inhale, right hand goes back. Gaze at your right hand. Exhale. Inhale, back center, chair pose. Inhale, left hand goes back. Gaze back at your left hand. And exhale. Inhale, center, chair pose. Exhale, and then inhale, straighten your legs, gaze up. Exhale, fold center. We're going to try crow here. So plant your hands. They want to be shoulder width apart. Come up high on your toes and bring your knees into your armpits as much as you can. And then what you want to do is bend your elbows and lean forward. You're going to have to lean a little more forward probably than what you think. And then once you find that nice balance, maybe you keep your toes on the ground. Maybe you practice lifting one toe up at a time. For those of you who have crow in your practice, bring both of your feet up and squeeze them towards your bum, gazing out at the mat in front of you. Couple breaths here in crow. And then on your exhale, we're going to come down, stepping back into a high plank. Take our chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This is a little more of a beginner flow. We have some newbies in class today, so this is a strength flow, but still it's going to be a little more basic. Inhale your right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee over to your left elbow. Bring the instep of your foot up and then kick your foot out. Either drop it to the floor or you can hold it in a bind. I'm going to drop it to the floor and then inhale your left arm up. And then exhale, come all the way to seated. You're in a wide-legged fold. Take your left hand, put it behind your rear end. Reach your right hand behind you, and then inhale your hips up towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, come back to seated. Inhale, bring both hands to the front of the mat. Come back into your three-legged dog, right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that right knee to your right elbow. Plant your right foot. Left foot is at a 45 degree, flat on the floor. Left leg is straight. Hips are squared. Inhale, both arms up to the ceiling. Warrior one. Push into the outside of that left foot. Big bend in that right knee. Core pulled in, shoulders squared to the front of the room. Inhale, gazing up at the ceiling. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you, and then inhale, open your chest, open your throat, gazing up at the ceiling. Exhale, right shoulder goes on the inside of the right knee. Hands that are clasped come forward towards the front of your mat. Gaze between your legs, humble warrior. Exhale, look down at the mat, plant your left hand, come up on that left toe. Inhale, your right arm towards the ceiling. Dragonfly twist, right leg is still bent. Exhale, look down. Inhale, bring that left knee behind your right knee. Keep that right hand reaching for the ceiling. Turn your gaze back up to your right hand. Twisted curtsy. Exhale, step that left leg back. Straighten both legs. Inhale, right arm comes up and over. Left arm reaches down the left leg. Archer's pose. Gaze up at your right hand. Pull your abdominals in. And then inhale, open your arms up to a T. Both legs are still straight. Tilt, reaching forward towards the front of the room. Keeping that core pulled in. And then drop that right hand. Reach for your toe, your shin. And then left arm goes towards the ceiling, Trikonasana. Gaze at your left hand. Squeeze that left glute. Exhale, look down at the floor. And then bend into that right knee. Come up on that left toe. Left arm sweeps down to the mat and up towards the ceiling. Right hand reaches back for the left leg. Revolve crescent warrior. Gaze over your right shoulder. Exhale, plant your left hand, step your right foot back to meet your left foot, stack them. Inhale your right arm up towards the ceiling, side plank. Push that hip to the ceiling, exhale, elbow to knee. Hold it. Flex your foot. Keep your elbow to your knee if you can. Then plant your right hand. And then step your right foot back. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left knee over to your right elbow, but push your instep up. And then kick that foot out to where your right hand was. Straighten that leg and inhale your right arm up. Fallen star. Gaze up at your right hand on your inhale. And then exhale, slowly come down to seated into a wide-legged fold. Take that right hand, move it behind your rear end, and inhale your left arm up and reach behind you, pushing your hips into the air. Big breath, inhale. And then exhale, sit your butt back down to the floor. Bring both hands towards the front of the mat. And then inhale that left leg back up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee or your left knee to your left elbow and then plant your foot. Setting up for warrior one. Right foot is at a 45. You're on train tracks. Right leg is straight. Big bend in that left knee. Inhale, both arms up to the ceiling. Squaring your hips, squaring your shoulders. Sink into that left leg. Push into the outside of that right foot. Right leg is straight. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open your chest, look up to the ceiling. Open your throat. Exhale, left shoulder on the inside of that left knee. Hands come forward. Gaze between your legs. Humble warrior. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release your bind. Plant your right hand. Come up on that right toe and inhale your left arm up to the ceiling. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, look down at your mat. Bring your right knee behind your left knee. Left hand is still towards the ceiling. Gaze up at that left hand. On your exhale, step that right foot back right behind and square your foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, come up. Both legs are straight. Left arm reaches up and over. Right hand down the right leg. Archer's pose. Inhale, arms to a T. Reach forward, tipping. Left hand drops, reaching for your toe or your ankle or your shin. Right hand goes to the ceiling. Gaze up. Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Big inhale. Exhale, look down towards the mat. Bend into that left knee. Come up on that right toe. Right hand swoops down to the mat and then up towards the ceiling. Left hand reaches for the right leg. Sink into the left leg. Right leg is straight. Gaze over your left shoulder. Revolved crescent. Continuing to inhale through your nose. Exhale, plant your right hand. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Stack them. Inhale the left arm up. Side plank. Hold side plank. Pushing down into the palm of your hand. On your exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. And then come over like you're going to be in high plank, but keep your elbow and your knee connected. And then step that left foot back to meet your right. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump your feet to the outsides of your hand, coming back into your Buddha squat. Pushing those triceps into the insides of your knees. Stand up tall or sit up tall. Push down into your feet. We're going to come back up again. Big inhale, engage your core. Push down into your feet and come on up. Walk your toes in, hip width apart. Bring a bend to your knees. Weight into your ankles. Sit back down, inhaling your arms up. Chair. Inhale, open to the right. Gaze back. Exhale, inhale, center chair. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, and then inhale, center chair. Come up to straight legs, gaze up. Goal post your arms, open your chest, open your throat, push your hips forward. Inhale, back center. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Let's come back into our crow. High on those toes, bend those knees, bring those knees into your armpit. Use your hands to control going forward and falling on your face. So you're going to be gripping the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Come up high on those toes. And lean forward into your crow, bringing your feet up. Inhaling. On your next exhale, we're going to either shoot back or step back, taking your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee over to your left elbow. Now you can kick it out for falling star, or you can reach your hand for an arm balance. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, sit it down. Left hand goes around behind you. Plant your hand and then inhale that right arm, pushing your hips up towards the ceiling, reaching behind you. Exhale, come back down to your mat, bringing your hands to the front of the mat and inhaling back into that right-legged, three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring your right knee to your right hand or touch your elbow. Plant your right foot, drop your left foot to a 45. Inhale, warrior one, left leg is straight. Arms to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, clasp your hands. Inhale, open your chest. Look back up to the ceiling. Exhale, right shoulder on the inside of that right leg. Gaze between your legs, hands come forward. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand. Come up on those left toes. And raise your right hand to the ceiling and look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, bring your left knee behind your right knee. Keep that right arm up. Gaze back up at that hand. And then step that left foot back, foot parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, come up, straight legs, left arm up and over. Right arm up and over, left arm down the left leg. Inhale, arms open to a T. Reach forward, tip, right arm going down to the toe, ankle or shin. Left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, look down. Swoop that left hand down to the mat. Come up high on that left toe. Left arm up to the ceiling. Right arm reaches back for the left leg. Revolve, crescent warrior. Sink into that right leg. Exhale, plant your left hand. Step that right foot back to meet the left foot, stacking one on top of the other, and right hand up to the ceiling. Side plank. Exhale, elbow to knee, and then plant the right foot in the center of the mat. Reach your right hand forward, raise your left leg, and then open your left arm to the ceiling. Opening your hips to the left wall and your whole torso to the left wall. Flex that left foot down towards the mat. Half moon. Exhale, look down. Put a bend in that right knee and then come up to standing, bringing that left knee forward at a 90-degree bend, flexing the left foot, hands to your hips. Hold marchers. And then reach your left peace fingers down for your big toe, your left big toe. And then we're going to extend that left leg forward into Utthita letter A. Pull your shoulders back and down. Stand up nice and tall. And if you need to keep a bend in that left leg, that's okay. Yogi's choice here. For me, I cannot straighten my left leg. Exhale, release the bind and hold the leg up and then slowly lower it down and through. Inhaling, open into warrior three. Arms are reaching back, palms are facing. You're gazing out in front of you about 2 feet at the front of your mat. Inhaling through your nose. And on your exhale, step that left foot back, staying high on that toe. That left leg is straight. Reach both arms forward, torso's at a 45. Palms are facing, lightning bolt. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, take your chaturanga. Inhale, push up to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big inhale. Raise your left leg to the ceiling. And then exhale, cross it under, touch your right elbow, and then kick your foot out. Inhale your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, sit down. Swing that right arm back and around behind you. Inhale your left arm, push down into your feet and raise your hips to the air. Gaze at your hand. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. You're in a wide-legged fold. Then plant both of your hands at the front of the mat and then inhale into three-legged dog. Left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, take your left knee and bring it to your left elbow and then plant your foot. Drop your right foot to a 45. Warrior one legs. Inhale, both arms up. Gaze up, warrior one. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back, open your chest, open your throat, and then left shoulder goes on the inside of that left knee, bringing your hands forward, humble warrior. Inhale, and then exhale, plant your right hand, come up on that right toe, and inhale your left arm to the ceiling, dragonfly twist. Exhale, look down. And then bring that right knee behind the left knee, keeping that left arm up towards the ceiling and your gaze turned up. Exhale, step that right foot back, foot parallel to the back of the mat, straighten both legs, left arm up and over, right hand goes down the right leg. Archers, inhale, arms to a T, reach forward, tip, and open up into triangle. Right arm goes to the ceiling, squeeze that right glute. Exhale, look down, and then take that right arm, swoop it down to the mat, come up high on that right toe, right arm goes straight up to the ceiling, left arm reaches back for the right leg, sink into that left knee, gaze over your left shoulder, reverse revolve. Exhale, plant your right hand, step the left foot back to meet the right, stacking, inhale, left arm up, side plank. Exhale, elbow to knee, and then plant that left foot halfway up the mat. Reach your left arm forward. Inhale that right leg up and that right arm up. Open up into half moon. Opening that torso to the right wall and gazing up at your right hand. Holding half moon. And on your exhale, look down. Put a little bend in that left knee. Come up to standing on that left leg. Big bend in the right knee, right foot flexed. And then bring your hands to your hip and your peace finger, right peace finger reaches for your right big toe. Inhale, open up into Utthita letter A. Nice tall spine, shoulders back and down. Big inhale. And then exhale, release your bind and hold your leg up, pulling your abdominals in and standing tall. On your exhale, lower that right leg back through and all the way back, moving into warrior three, reaching your hands behind you, palms facing, gazing out at the mat in front of you. Holding warrior three. And then bending into that left knee, stepping that right leg back, staying high on that toe, tilting your torso, reaching both hands forward, lightning bolt, gazing out at the mat in front of you. Really extending that right leg. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, high plank, chaturanga, inhale, high plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, high plank, Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in down dog. And hold down dog. Bring your ankles to the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. And come back into Buddha squat. Pushing into your feet. Come up to standing and set up for chair. Inhale your arms up. Sit back into chair. And then inhale, right arm goes back, look back. Inhale forward. And then inhale, left arm goes back, gaze back. Inhale, come up to straight legs. Exhale, plant your hands, fold, and we're going to come back into our crow. So come up high on your toes. Try to put those knees into your armpits. Bend your elbows and lean as far forward as you can, trying to bring those feet up. Try to bring those feet up to your bum. And then if you would like, you can come back down and step back for your chaturanga, or you can shoot back. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee crosses behind left elbow. Reach out, reach for the bind. Look under your armpit and then come to seated. Inhale that left arm back around behind you. And then inhale that right arm up and over, pushing into a back bend. Exhale, come to the mat. Plant both of your hands at the front of the mat and inhale that right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Plant your foot. Drop your left foot to a 45 and inhale both arms up into warrior one. Sink down into that right leg. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open up your chest and your throat. Exhale, right shoulder on the inside of right knee. Gaze between your legs. Exhale, look down, plant your left hand, come up on that left toe. Inhale, right arm to the ceiling, dragonfly twist. Exhale, look down, bring that left knee behind your right knee. Keep that right arm up to the ceiling, gaze up. And then inhale, open that left leg back, straight behind the right leg. Plant the foot parallel to the back, straighten both legs. Right arm up and over, archer's pose. Inhale, open your arms to a T, reach, tip. Drop your right hand, left arm goes up, triangle, both legs are straight. Squeeze that left glute. Exhale, look down, bend into that right knee, swoop that left hand down to the mat, and then come up to the ceiling. You're high on your left toes, left leg is straight, big bend in that right knee, right hand reaches for left leg. Revolve crescent. Exhale, plant your left hand, stack your feet, right foot steps back, right arm goes to the ceiling, side plank. Exhale, elbow to knee. Plant that right foot in the center of the mat. Raise that left leg. Reach that right hand forward. Plant it and then inhale your left arm up. Gaze at your left hand, half moon. Flex your left foot. Open your torso up to the left wall. Exhale, look down. Little bend in that right leg. Come up to standing on the right leg. Bend in the left knee. Left foot flexed. Peace fingers to left toe, right hand to hips. Inhale, open to UT to letter A. Stand up nice and tall. And then exhale, release, and slowly take that left foot all the way back. So you're into warrior three. Reach your both hands back, palms facing, gaze out in front of you. Bend that right knee, step that left toe back, straight left leg. Torso tilts, inhale, both hands forward, reaching out in front of you. Lightning bolt. And then inhale, open that left arm to the back of the room and come into goddess squat towards the left wall. Sinking into both legs, feet are at a 45, knees at a 45, palms are up, shoulders are down, squeeze your back and sink into your Buddha squat. On your exhale, bring your palms right in front of you. Curl your shoulders in. Inhale, open your chest. Bring your arms back. Squeeze your back. Open up. Exhale, bring your palms together. Squeeze everything in. Pull your abdominals in. Inhale, open up. Bring your hands as far as you can back. Open your chest. Exhale, squeeze your palms together. Holding and breathing. Squeezing your palms together, sinking into those legs. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Drop your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, sink into those legs. Inhale, come center. Exhale, drop your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back center, straighten your legs, turn your toes in, fold forward, fingers facing forward. Maybe scoot to the back part of your mat. We're going to come down and do a little headstand here, if that's in your practice. So fold on in. And then I don't recommend tripod headstand because that bothers my neck. But I wrap my hands around my head and push into my forearms and my elbows, and then we're going to lift our legs, coming up into a wide-legged headstand. And then yogi's choice here. If you want to do anything fancy, you can come all the way up. I think if I remember correctly, when I made this video, my arms were too wide. You want to have your elbows in, so you have that solid base. And I don't think I squeezed them in enough, and I think I was very jittery. So come back down to the mat, plant your hands and extend flat back in your fold, and then walk your hands around your right foot. Step your right foot back. You're in high plank. And then we're going to exhale chaturanga, inhale high plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale high plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Take a big inhale in your down dog and exhale. Inhale, left foot goes to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Either take your bind or kick your foot out. And inhale your right arm up. If not, come to seated in a wide-legged fold. Swing that right arm around behind your rear end. Plant those feet and inhale that left arm up and over. Gaze at your hand. Exhale, come back to seated. Bringing both arms to the front of the mat and inhaling back into that three-legged dog, left foot extended to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, and then plant your foot. Drop your right foot to a 45. Inhale up, warrior one, gaze up. Sink into that left leg. Exhale, clasp your hands. Inhale, open, gaze up. Exhale, left shoulder on the inside of your left knee, gaze between your legs, humble warrior. Look at your mat. Exhale, plant your right hand. Come up on that right toe. Inhale, left arm up. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, look down. Right knee behind left knee. Keep that left arm towards the ceiling. Gaze up. On your inhale, step your right leg back behind your left foot. Straighten both legs. Inhale, left arm up and over. Right hand goes down, right leg. And then inhale, open, arms to a T, reach forward, left hand drops to your toes, ankle or shins, right arm up, Trikonasana. Gaze up at your hand. Exhale, look down at the mat. Swoop that right hand down towards the mat, come up high on that right toe. Inhale the right arm up to the ceiling, left arm reaches for right leg, big bend in that left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale, plant your right hand, step your left foot back, side plank, left arm up to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then plant your foot in the center. And then raise that right leg up, plant your left hand, raise your right hand up, open up, half moon, gaze up at your right hand. Exhale, look down at your mat, little bend in that left knee, come up to standing on that left leg. Right knee is bent. Left hand goes to your hip, right peace fingers reach for your right big toes. And then inhale, open into Utthita letter A. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, release, holding that leg up. And then release it and move it back to the back of the room. Float it into Warrior 3. Standing on your left leg, both hands reaching towards the back, palms facing, gazing out in front of you. Exhale, step back onto that right toe. Swim those arms forward, torso's at a 45, gazing out at the mat in front of you, palms are facing. Lightning bolt. And then inhale, open up to the right side of the room, coming into Goddess Squat. Toes at a 45, knees at a 45, arms to the ceiling. Sink into your squat. Hold your squat and then pulse. Pulsing down, coming up. Nice and slow pulses. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Pulsing nice and slow. Continue with your breathing. Hold that low squat. Arms are reaching up to the ceiling. Keep holding that squat. Legs at a 90 if possible. Sinking down if need be. And then exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Drop your left shoulder. Look over your right. Inhale, come back through center. Drop your right shoulder. Look over your left. Continuing to breathe. Inhale, come up to straight legs. Turn your toes in, reach up, full extension of the spine. Exhale, fold, reaching for your peace fingers and toes, pulling yourself between your legs. Taking a nice fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold it on in again. Holding your fold and breathing. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands and walk them surrounding your left foot. Step your left foot back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in your down dog. Inhale your right leg to the ceiling. And exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hold it at your right elbow and kick your right foot behind your left hand, bringing your shin area parallel to the front of your mat, sinking down into that right thigh. Left leg is extended back from your hip. You're on the top of your left foot. Relaxing into our pigeon. Now you can bring your forearms down to the mat, or you can bring your third eye all the way down to the mat and come all the way down with your arms and your legs. Now the other option I'm showing here in the video is taking a reclining pigeon. If this is too much for you, you can take your right foot, put it in your left elbow pit, and then reach your right arm around your knee. And then you can lay back on your mat, keeping your left leg extended out. Yogi's choice here, depending on your level of flexibility. You have a little more control laying on your back as far as how intense your pigeon pose is. Less control doing pigeon the way I'm currently showing it. So come back to your breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose in your pigeon pose. Nice long breaths. Continuing to breathe. Nice long inhales and even longer exhales. Calming our nervous system, bringing our breathing back to normal breathing. On your next inhale, plant your hands in front of your leg and then push down into your hands. Tuck that left toe under and inhale your right leg up back into three-legged dog. And you can take some big hip circles here by circling your legs. You can just stretch, you can rotate your ankles, whatever feels good here. When you're done, exhale into down dog and then do the same with your left leg. Inhale your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow and then swing that left foot over behind your right hand and sink down into your pigeon pose. Now remember, if you want to take pigeon on your back, just flip over. If not, come down into your pigeon pose, either to your forearms or to your third eye. And come back to controlled breathing. Inhaling slowly and exhaling slowly. Continuing to breathe here. We're going to hold these a little longer. We're stretching after all the hard work that we did. On your next inhale, come on up. Tuck that right toe under and inhale that left leg up back into a three-legged dog. And if you took hip circles on the other side, maybe take some big looping hip circles on your left side as well. Maybe straight leg, maybe rotating your ankles. And on your exhale, come down dog and then drop your knees and come back to sitting on your feet. Take a couple breaths here. And then we're going to plant our hands just behind our knees, on the outside of our knees, but just behind the front of our knees. And then what we're going to do is we're going to curve in the top part of our back, and we're going to engage our entire core, pulling in our belly. And we're going to push down into our hands, and we're going to come up into a pike position on our toes. So inhale, come up high on your toes, pushing down into your hands, and squeeze in your abdominals and push out through your shoulders. You're gazing down at the mat, and then on your exhale, drop your knees and come back to seated, just the way you were with your hands slightly behind the front of your knees. And then inhale, push back up into that pike, getting as close as you can in your fold. Don't forget to breathe while we're here. We're holding these for about 10 seconds. And then exhale, come back down to the mat. And then get your hands positioned. Big inhale, come back to the pike position. High up on those toes. Pushing through your shoulders. Belly button to spine. Exhale, drop your knees. Sit back on your feet. And then begin to push down into those hands again. Engage your core. And then inhale, push back up into your pike. High on those toes. Continuing to hold. Squeezing everything in tightly. Exhale, come back to sitting on your knees. And then extend out into a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees. Inhale your right arm to the ceiling. We're going to thread the needle. Exhale, right hand goes underneath your left armpit. Palm is up. Come down to leaning into your shoulder. If you would like, you can take that left hand and reach it around your thigh, reaching for your right leg, or you can reach it up towards the right corner of your mat, opening your chest towards the left wall. Yogi's choice. Holding our thread the needle and continuing to just breathe. Couple more breaths here. Take a big inhale. And then on your exhale, plant your hand in front of your face. Inhale, back up into table, raising that right arm up again. Exhale, table. Inhale, left arm up. Same thing on this side. Look at your hand. Exhale, palm under that right armpit, sinking into that left shoulder. You can take that right hand, reach it around behind your torso, or you can take the right hand and reach it up towards the left corner of your mat. Continuing to breathe and relaxing into the shoulder stretch. Shoulder opener, shoulder stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, plant your right hand in front of your face and inhale your left arm up. And then exhale, come back to table. And we're going to tuck our toes under and we're going to come up, staying on our knees, but come up to a straight spine. And then drop the tops of your feet to the floor, or we're going to do camel. So I like to keep my toes up because I don't bend that far. If you're more flexible in your camel, you can drop the tops of your feet to the mat. First, we're going to start by pushing our hips forward and engaging our core. Then we're going to reach our right hand back for our right ankle and inhale our left arm up to the ceiling. And then we're just going to engage and push our hips forward, gazing up, arching back towards our right ankle. And take a big inhale, and then on your exhale, come on up. Put your hands on your hips, and then push those hips forward again. Engage your glutes. Then reach your left hand back for your ankle and inhale that right arm up. And then again, square your hips towards the center of the room and push your hips forward. Holding camel with one arm on our ankle and the other arm up to the ceiling. And we're going to come up, and then we're going to go back. This time we're going to push our hips forward, and we're going to reach back. First, I'm going to tuck my fingers up towards the middle of my back and push my hips forward. Then I'm going to reach back for my ankles. Then I'm going to open up my chest, and I'm going to open up my throat. And I'm going to breathe. Don't forget to breathe here. It's very difficult to talk when you're in camel because your throat is wide open. When you come up from camel, both shoulders come up at the same time. So on your next inhale, release your feet and come up nice and slow to straight torso. And then sit back. I'm going to extend my knees to the wide edge of my mat, bring my toes together, and then I'm going to sit back in child's pose. Extending my hands towards the front of the mat, making my spine really long, and bringing my chin to the mat. Nice long inhales. Nice long exhales. If you would like to bring your third eye to the mat, go ahead and do so. Again, yogi's choice. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back to seated. And we're going to make our legs long. We're going to do one last stretch. So move all of the junk away from those sits bones. Fully engage your legs. Flex your feet, your ankles. And take your peace fingers and reach for your toes. Full engagement of your legs. Belly button is pulled into spine. You are hinged forward. Shoulders are back and down. Take a big inhale. And exhale, fold in. And then inhale, come up, flatten your back out, pull that belly in, and then exhale, fold in one more time. We're going to hold this for a couple breaths, and then when you feel ready, you can drop your forearms, palms up to the mat, and just turn this into a more relaxed Paschimottanasana, more of a yin version, which means you unengage your legs. If your feet want to fall open, let them fall open. Release your belly. You can turn that hinge into kind of like a curl. Just let your head hang and just breathe. Still continuing to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. On your next inhale, come up, pull your belly in, curve in, and then roll back one vertebrae at a time, coming into your Shavasana. Palms are up by your side, arms are by your side, feet are at the corners of your mat. Chin is slightly tucked, shoulders are slightly tucked under. Shavasana. Good work, yogis.